The report contains an overall recommendation that the Trans Mountain Expansion Project is in the Canadian public interest and should be approved.
The decision? Fantastic. It's about 3 or 4 years overdue.
In the aftermath of today's so-called decision, we will be putting our heads together and deciding where we go from here. But clearly, it'll be a continuation of our deeply entrenched opposition to the Trans Mountain Expansion Project.
Reaction pouring in after the National Energy Board gives the Trans Mountain Pipeline the green light, but that isn't without conditions. 156 conditions to be exact. The decision comes after a nearly 6-month reconsideration period.
People aren't recognizing National Energy Board determines that projects are in the national interest. That's their job. That's their role.
It was absolutely astonishing how terrible this second round of consultations were.
This isn't the first time it looked like the pipeline was going to be approved. The project was overturned by the Federal Court of Appeal in August, resulting in this latest NEB review.
This has been approved again. Let's get back to work. Let's start construction.
The NEB has been instructed to reconsider the effects additional tanker traffic would have on marine life, like endangered orcas. Environmental groups are also raising questions about the effects of greenhouse gas emissions.
I'm wondering why weren't upstream and downstream GHGs and climate change impacts considered in the board's reports on this pipeline? Just why wasn't that within the scope of the review?
Thank you for that question. I'll note that the National Energy Board routinely considers greenhouse gas emissions associated with project construction and operation. Those were considered in the original report as well, carried through into this one.
The 156 conditions must be followed if the pipeline were to be approved. They include a marine mammal protection program, marine spill prevention and response commitments, and after it's all built, environmental monitoring reports. Along with those conditions, 16 recommendations are being made that focus on tanker traffic and the environment.
He has stated that this pipeline will be built, full stop. And it makes an absolute mockery of the consultation process that was court-ordered and is being accomplished today.
Meanwhile, the federal government has been consulting with 117 Indigenous groups. To this day, they've consulted with over 70. When those consultations will be done is not clear, but final decisions on the TMX project won't be made until they are complete. In Calgary, Kristen Fong, City News.